Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I want to talk about the fact that desire is a mirror. What do I mean by this? The qualities that you crave in someone else are usually a reflection of what you've abandoned within yourself. I believe if you're craving validation, then you're ignoring your self-worth and you need to work on your self-worth. Or if you crave emotional intensity, then you're bored with your own life. Maybe that explains why some of you look for a love that feels like survival mode, constant overthinking and fighting and pulling someone towards you, or just like dealing with them treating you bad. That's not love. That's ego attachment. That's why they say real love is calm and it's not chaotic. And I feel like, honestly, until you are at the point where you truly accept and love and appreciate yourself, you are never going to be able to let somebody else appreciate, love, and accept you as you are. Because if you don't even see that for yourself, why is somebody else going to see it for you, babe? Let's be so for real. In this current moment, I'm in a relationship that feels amazing and healthy and it's perfect. I couldn't ask for a better relationship. And I'm not going to sit here on the internet and say this is going to be like this forever and ever, because you don't know. You know what I mean? We obviously hope for that, but I can't predict the future and I don't know. But in the past, I look back and it's kind of like I wanted chaos. I don't know. It was so different. Now it feels so calm. And the reason why it's such a good relationship is because it's so easy. It's not chaotic and it's different. It's like a mature, deep, safe love. And I feel like that's what I needed but didn't know that I needed. I felt like love should be really difficult. It should be earned. It's like a reward. But that's just not, it should be so easy. I want you to focus on becoming and not proving. I want you to evolve in everything. I want you to raise your standards. I want you to be unbothered by people. Even when people try and trigger you, I want you to be unbothered about it. Evolving in silence and learning how to walk away from things that don't serve you and that don't feel right, even if that person is a good friend or a sweet guy. Like, it's just, at the end of the day, you have to be compatible with the person, not just have chemistry with them. You can have chemistry with anybody, but you have to be compatible. And you need to be disciplined enough to demand respect from people, okay? Otherwise, you're always going to settle for mediocrity. When you start to act like your life is sacred, the world will adjust accordingly. I believe in momentum over motivation, okay? You're not always going to feel inspired and amazing. You can always stay in motion. You can always do things to be a better you. Do the small daily actions that align with your higher self. Not just because you're disciplined, but because you respect yourself and you respect your potential. This is the same thing with dating. If you respect yourself and you have discipline, then you will get up and you will leave when a situation feels like it's beneath you and it's not benefiting you in any way, shape, or form, and it's just causing you harm and making you stressed. Okay, so my camera's gonna die, so I've decided I'm gonna cut this video into 2, and I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I just have so much to say, so I'll be right back. Morning, I'm back. I love that I can do that. I love that I can just end a video and just be like, I'm back. Honestly, I really love what I was talking about last night and I want to expand on that. Something that I want to talk about is being the cool girl that accepts breadcrumbs when dating a man is just not it, okay? The cool girl who tolerates mixed signals is just afraid of abandonment. I don't want you to mistake silence for mystery when it comes to dating. This goes for girls and guys. If somebody wants to be with you, they will be with you. It's very simple. Honestly, like when you like somebody, you can't think straight. Even for me, in the past when I was going through different situationships or talking stages with guys, I feel like I would do this as well. But basically she was telling me about how, she's talking to this guy and she really likes him and he will tell her that he likes her and he's only talking to her and this and that. But he doesn't want a relationship. He doesn't want to put a label on it. And this is very common. A lot of people do this. And I'm just going to be really blunt and honest and tell you guys something. The reason why somebody might tell you that they don't want a a relationship is because they just don't want you like that. And I know that sucks to hear. There's no such thing as, oh, I'm so scared, I've been so hurt. That stop. Because if somebody wants you bad enough, they will show up for you, period. That's it. It's just that simple. That is the most simple but real advice I could ever give you when it comes to friendships, relationships, whatever. Initiative. If somebody wants something, they will make sure they fight for it, okay? If you were that important to that person, they would make sure that they never left you second guessing, okay? It's not fair for somebody to have you wrapped around their finger, but also just to be like out there single in the world. And because they could turn around and say to you, you know, you can't get mad at me speaking to somebody because we're not in a relationship and I'm not ready. What is that? And also, you know what's even crazier than that is you accepting that treatment. You get stuck in this cycle where somebody gives you a little bit of attention and then that gives you a dopamine hit. And when they pull back, then you crave that high again. And it's really, honestly toxic and a waste of your time. Don't be a slave to your urges. Observe them like you're a scientist, okay? Think about the things that you want and really analyze. Be introspective. Why do I want this? Why do I want this? Seriously, deep down, when I really think about it, do I want this because I need this or do I want this because it's my ego? I want you to think about that. You, honey, are an investment. I don't care if you're a guy, a girl, a they, a gay, I don't care. It's you. I'm talking to you, okay? You are an investment. Your time, your energy, your presence, your brain, the things that you are interested in, everything about you. You are perfect. You are amazing. You deserve so much. You deserve so much love. Your softness, your kindness, your time, your energy, all of that comes at a price. Only those who show consistency, real effort, respect, and initiative deserve to have access to you and all of these amazing things about you. And that's a non-negotiable. Your life should be full enough that no man, no friend, no one really is the centerpiece of your life. It's just you, babe. And that's the thing, right? Something I've realized recently is like, I think I was the most insecure in my life when I felt like I needed so many friends. And now that I'm in a position where I am the center of my universe, honestly, like I know that sounds crazy. It's not coming from like an egotistical way. It's just like my desires and the things that I want to do. It's like I'm here to please myself and no one's going to do that for me. No one's going to build me the career that I want or take me to the places that I want to go to. Like that's all me. My friends are here to make me feel happy, to inspire me, to make me feel fulfilled in life, but they're not going to do everything for me in this life. Okay. I'm not going to crumble and die if one of my friends turns around and is like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Of course I'm going to be sad and I'm going to mourn that friendship, you know, like I doubt any of my friends are going to do that, but just a hypothetical situation. But I'm not going to be like, oh my God, my world is over. And no one should ever have you feeling that way because nobody should be the center of your universe. You are the star of your own movie. Why are you bending over backwards for everybody else but yourself? You are the main character because you said so. When you start affirming this shit into your reality, I promise you everything else will follow. I know it sounds so witchy and I don't care if you don't believe in the whole like manifestation thing. One thing I will say is you actually have to just affirm what you want to be. Example, a happy person affirms that they're happy. Period. Okay, I've been through a lot. I could be the type of person that sits around and is a victim of life. Oh, woe is me. I'm just jumping tragedy to tragedy. Everything sucks. Or I could be the type of person that says and believes I am happy. It's as simple as that. When you wake up and decide that you are happy or decide that you are organized or decide that you are successful, guess what? You are going to become exactly that because you have to believe it first. Okay, and it's really sad, but people that end up homeless on the street, for example, I do a lot of research on this randomly. I don't know, I'm very fascinated about it. But like, it's actually heartbreaking because I understand that certain scenarios, you know, life scenarios or mental health illnesses or addictions can result in somebody ending up homeless on the street, right? But the thing is, the reason why it's so hard for those people to get out of that situation and to just get up and get a job or like fix their life is because they don't believe they're worthy of having a life like that, because they're sitting there on the street and people are walking past looking down on them. Oh, ew, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so sad, but that's literally what people do when they walk past homeless people. So that homeless person, for example, on the street, their self-belief is cripplingly bad. Like, they actually genuinely believe that they deserve to be there on the street, but they don't. Of course they don't. But who is going to come over and help them change their lives? Like, I'm not saying that this is like their fault. I'm just saying, you know, the reality is like they have very broken self-esteems, you know, to accept that kind of life. And a lot of the time, like, the reason why you might be in a bad situation, like, as hard as this is to, you know, hear, is because of the way that you perceive yourself and what you think you deserve in life. If you think that you deserve amazing things, you will get amazing things, because you will get up and take the steps towards being able to receive those amazing things, no matter what situation you're in. My mom left the Philippines when she was 20. She had absolutely nothing, okay? And she found a way to make a life for herself, and I thank her for it every single day. She got up and she left the Philippines when she was 20, and she made an amazing life for herself. You are not going to be saved. You are not going to be saved. Nobody is going to come and change your life, honey. It's just going to be you that does that. You for you, okay? That's all I have today, folks. I love you, and I hope to see you in my next video. I really hope you liked this video, and I will see you guys very soon.